Oliver, Mr. Oliver's resource page. Mr. Oliver, Mr. Oliver, Mr. Oliver's resource page. Mr. Oliver, Mr. Oliver, Mr. Oliver's resource page. Oh, here we go, y'all. Let's get right into it. Unit 6, Lesson 6. Homework. Oh, yeah. You gotta admit, that was nice. That was real nice. Great way to start the lesson homework. Let's go. Rectangular field is 32 yards long and 18 yards wide. Stanley ran 8 laps around the field. How many inches did Stanley run? Now note, 1 yard equals 36 inches, which is our conversion rate. That's going to help us out with this problem a lot, okay? Y'all already know what it is. We're going to write a one sentence gist that paraphrases what is happening in this problemo. Y'all ain't know I knew Spanish. Shout out to, never mind. Yeah, I know Spanish, okay? But yeah, think about it. We have a rectangular field. It's a certain size. Stanley ran around it a bunch of times, and we're trying to figure out, because initially they give it to us in yards, and we're trying to figure out how many inches. All right, so yeah, that was a little longer than a sentence. Yeah, I've been doing really bad with that. I need to find a way to get these just in one sentence. All right, but yeah. Basically just retell, paraphrase that problem. Now let's jot down the key information. What is importante? I keep telling y'all, I know Espanol. Espanol! Okay, let me get back serious. So jot the key information. It's very important that the field itself is 32 yards long, 18 yards wide. 8 laps is going to be important. And the fact that we're trying to go to inches. So it looks like we're going from yards to inches. Very important. And of course, that conversion rate. 1 yard equals 36 inches. So those are the most important things in that problem. And now you guys' favorite part. Draw me a visual model with pictures and labels representing this problem. If I was to draw one, I would probably just draw like a rectangular field, maybe like a stick figure of Stanley running around it 8 times. I would label it, you know, the dimensions of the field, and label how many times Stanley ran around it. Keep it simple. Don't go crazy. Oh, I can't stand drawing. I can't stand drawing, Mr. Oliver. That's how y'all be saying it. That's how y'all say and look. From my perspective, when y'all get to whining. But yeah, just draw me a visual model. All right. Now we need to come up with a strategy for going about solving this problem. Like, what steps are we gonna take? You know what I'm saying? This is when you really want to look back at the original problem. We'll read it one more time. A rectangular field is 32 yards long and 18 yards wide. Stanley ran 8 laps around the field. How many inches did Stanley run? So first of all, I think I need to find out the total. Like, what is the total amount that Stanley ran in yards? We need to figure that out first. So I'd probably be trying to find, I want to find the perimeter. I'm sorry, something in my mouth. I would want to find the perimeter of what Stanley ran as far as yards first. So I want to find the total that Stanley ran. So I find the perimeter of the field, and then I probably want to multiply that by the amount of time Stanley ran around it. So find the perimeter, multiply that perimeter by 8, and then I could do my conversions, because then I'd know the total in yards, and I could convert those yards to inches. So those are my 3 main steps for going about solving this problem. And let's think about it. Now, we want to estimate our solution. In this one, I'll probably just get a good estimation for the yards that we're going to run. And then we can go about, changing that too. So, let's think about, we need to figure out how large our field is. It looks like let's find our perimeter. So let's think about it. We got a rectangle here. It's got 32 on this side, which means it's 32 on this side. And then we got 18 on this side. And then we got 18 on the bottom. So let's combine these two. 32 plus 32, if you didn't know, is 64. 18 plus 18 is 36. And when we add those up, 36 plus 64 is 100. So 100 times 8 is going to be 800. All right. And we're going to do a conversion, and we're going from yards to inches, which means we're going from big to small. Now our conversion rate is 36, but we're just trying to get an estimate. So I'm going to round that 36 to 40, okay? So 800 times 40, when you do that math, is going to give you 32,000. Our answer should be somewhere around 32,000 inches, all right? So now we're ready to go ahead and solve. Our estimation let us know that, our estimation let us know that we're really going to be doing 800 times 36, because we did we found our perimeter is 100 yards. When you multiply that by 8, it's 800 yards is the total he ran. So we need to multiply that 800, because we're going from big to small. 800 times 36, and we're going to get 28,800 inches. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and reason. Does our answer make sense, and why? Well, our answer was 28,800 inches. When we look back at our estimation, it's 32,000 inches. And I think that's relatively close. I mean, I could see if I got like 800 or something, or 8,000. But, I mean, 28,800 is pretty close to 32,000. So in that case, I'd say we're in good shape. So guys, my 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success. My 7 steps to success. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success: problems on tests. My 7 steps to success. My 7 steps to success. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success: attack and work problems on tests. My 7 steps to success.